Alrighty then. So back with some more 3/4 home. I'm assuming this is just gonna bring me right back to where I saved. So let's get back into it. And back to our story. Okay. Yay, our creepy little. Is it? I've been out here for a while. Okay. Is it like restarting? Should I have clicked look? Mom might be. Yeah, okay. I think there's. Alright, maybe I gotta. Click load somewhere. What are my buttons? I don't remember. Okay. I like how the first button was just continue. Or does it just do an intro every time? That would be something interesting. Press something. Yeah, okay. Oh, so it's just like an intro scan. Okay, sorry. I was like, oh no. Did I lose it? Pick up where you left off? Yeah, please, thank you. Main game. Yeah. Wow, I really hope this actually takes me back right to where we were, because we were going to find out about Jessie! Her mind kept returning to that moment. Alright, are we gonna find out what that moment is? I'm really hoping it just loads back, because I haven't touched this since I did my last video. Good vibes. Do good things, game. You wouldn't have a safe thing if you weren't bringing me back to where I was. What about it? It's huge. Oh, okay. So I know we've done a little bit of this, but now I don't remember what I was saying. Okay, so it like has checkpoints, I guess, and it just saves me in there. Since when did it have a second floor? Couple years back, I guess. Did they really need the extra? It looks completely different. It's mostly empty from what I hear. There's nowhere near enough kids to fill up the classrooms. Also, I'm just approximating the voices. I'm just vaguely thinking of what I would have done. I don't. Don't remember. I really should have checked that. Oh, how could they afford that? Then why do they do it? Because they could. The district got some sort of grant from the state. The wrestling team's won a couple of big championships, so I guess our little corner is starting to get some attention. It seems pointless. I guess that makes sense. It was a waste of money if you ask me, spending so much in a high school with barely 200 kids. Investing in our future. When you put it that way. That reminds me, did you ever get back with your pal from high school? Eric or something, wasn't it? Not yet. I wasn't planning to. Why not? You two were joined at the hip back then. I haven't seen him in 5 years. It's complicated. I guess it's... Nah, yeah, I guess it's complicated. Can't be all that complicated. He's a friend. You should give him a ring. I'm scared too. It's kind of about just... Okay. Oh, now. What does that have to do with anything? We're all friends. Yeah, right. This is the option I chose, because I remember, like, thinking, I don't know which, so I was just like, we were all friends in high school. So what? It's been 6 years. What if he thinks it's all my fault? Yeah, so, like, what? It'll be awkward here. I don't... like... What if he thinks it's all my fault? Tell him what Jessie did. That'll get him on your side. Problems are... Who in the fuck is Jessie? I don't... Never mind. You're right. That's what I like to hear. It's refreshing hearing those words. She said you were right, didn't she? She did, and I am. Uh-huh. Oh, don't give me that look. What look? That one! That one right there! David, you're imagining things. Why are you fighting? We're not. I was just going into the living room to watch the news. Come on. Okay. They're showing funnel clouds a few miles. Kelly, you know the look I'm talking about, don't you? That glare. You do it too, you know. I know. I know it. See. About what we were talking about earlier. Here we go again. I didn't mean, you really have to... I'm only worried. Are those who are the tornado sirens? I can hear them too. A tornado! They're showing it on the news! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are definitely on the road for this. Oh, that's not good. Let's not deal with the tornado. Speaking... Okay, Ben, you know the drills. I want to watch it on the news. Benjamin, now! Most tornadoes only stay on the ground for a few minutes and travel miles. This one is 12 miles away. Ben, now! Hey, you go, okay? Is it near me? Yes, am I gonna die in a tornado? Is this gonna be a really short episode? This could be bad. I should focus on the road. You drive safe. I will. Don't you dare let her off that phone, David! She needs to pay attention to the road, Nora. I'm hanging up. Like hell you are! You keep her on that goddamn phone! Getting sucked up into a tornado before I have to sit around and just worry about it. There would be so much debris that her phone would be destroyed before you could hear her get sucked into the tornado. Also, you have to put $2 in the jar. She could get in a wreck, especially with that wind. You would probably be able to hear her get in a wreck, unless the phone got thrown from the... Okay, give your mother a heart attack. Ask her if she can see anything. Christ, Nora! Here, you ask her. Talk, Telly. Okay. Kelly, can you see anything there? You tornado? Be specific, mother. Tell me what I'm saying. It's rain. Nope. No, just rain. The tornado is east of here. If Kelly went to Grandpa's house, she's northwest of here. She wouldn't see a tornado unless there was another one. Which is very possible. I just want to make sure, Ben. If Kelly gets sucked into a tornado or gets in a car wreck, can I have her computer? Benjamin! She won't need it. If she's not using it, no one will be. It wouldn't be fair if I couldn't have it. Okay, but I think that's fair. If Kelly gets sucked into a tornado, I'm sure she'd be okay with letting you have her computer. What about her room? Please, Ben, that's enough. I tell you what, we'll leave her room on the table. You never know, we could get some damage here, and her room might have a giant hole in the ceiling. If I were you, I'd wait and see on that investment. Alright, that's a good point. Your brother sometimes... God bless him. Let me talk to him. You click back. Sorry, I was like, why is it repeating? It's because I clicked the wrong button. Let me talk to him. You sure about that? Yeah. Okay. You asked for it. Ben? Here. Talk to your sister. I don't want to. You can ask her about that computer. Let me have the phone. He's like, oh, I can get good loot. Fucking yeah, get that chat on. Dad says I can have your computer if you crash or get sucked into a tornado. Hey, Benji. Don't call me that. My name isn't Benji. It's Ben. Sorry, I forgot. Don't do it again. I won't. I promise. That last time. It won't happen again. Mom and Dad are arguing in the corner. They don't think I can hear them. What are they arguing about? Mom thinks we should be in the storage room on the east side of the house because she says it's further underground. Is it? No, one of the walls is only halfway covered. She's also afraid that the water heater in here could explode. If that happens, we'd be killed even if we were in the other room. We'd burn to death. So, you guys are in the safest room? We are least likely to be killed by a tornado if we were in this room. But there's no guarantee in either room. Tornadoes and debris are predictable. Sounds like you've thought this out. It's just common sense. Yeah. Anything I can do to help? How? We can just talk. What about? You've been writing a lot lately, haven't you? Yes. Do you want to read me one of your stories? Like how we used to tell stories to each other. All of my stories are upstairs. It would be dangerous to go upstairs during a tornado warning. I didn't think about that. I wrote one today. I could tell it to you. You remember the whole thing? Yes, I have an excellent memory. That's right. Are you ready? I'm ready. A village sat in a wide valley cut high in the mountains. It was a place of plenty, a gash of green in the otherwise cold state rising above on all sides. Those living in the village called the place View, though those who lived higher in the mountains, mining for precious glints of yellow and blue, called it the Trough. Or the Trough? Troph? I don't... Whatever. Misreading words already, as always. Those in the valley treated this name as an insult, for they thought it was a name unfit for the fair village. The people of View, or the Trough, had lived there for centuries. They were mostly farmers, though a fair number of merchants made home in the valley for most of the year, save for the month when they could venture upward in the mining towns to sell the harvest bounty at a premium. They would return home with bags filled with chips of yellow and blue tied to their fine belts, clinking brightly for the wealth. The next year, they would trade half of their shining flints to the farmers for a share of the harvests that they would, in turn, cart up to the mining villages yet again. Food flowed up and outward from the valley, and the yellow and blue would trickle down, gathering in the valley like a collection basin. This continued for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. Dozens of generations of farmers, fathers and born, grew until the beast descended. The mining higher reaches had passed tales of the beast around for as long as their history stretched. At the highest peak of the northernmost mountain, they said, lived the beast. It watched in all directions through slit eyes, judging those below, biding its time until it would enact a righteous calamity. It was a nightmare of immense and terrible power, the miners would whisper. But it was also a patient creature. It would wait until it felt the world below had become irredeemable before unleashing such destruction that its judgment would be fulfilled. It was simply biding its time until an age of selfish sin before cascading down an era of sickness and madness, of fire and char and blood. And one day, after hundreds of generations of farmers and traders had lived and died in the valley, it appeared in view. It appeared without warning, with neither sound nor fury. It was simply there. Curled atop 4 legs, steaming breath rising from a black maw, leathery wings folded in shape. It lowered over the center of the village. It did not move. It did not even seem to be living, save for the seeping steam billowing from its slime-slicked snout. The village's warriors were called to arms, the ceremonial horn echoing off the walls of the valley, arching towards a pregnant silence. After a moment, stretched thin, they rushed towards the beast, their spears angled at its massive form. The rest of the village watched from the safety of embroidered drapery as the spears splintered against the beast's hide, the horned blade shattering like glass. The warriors fell to the earth, crying out, while their arms, as splintered as their spears, hung lifeless by their sides. The beast did not stir. The village's warriors were buried the next morning, having perished during the night. Those who tended to their wounds would later claim their eyes turned blood, as if their light was leached from within. The people of View, or the Trough, gathered to discuss what was to be done. It slumbered, but for how long? Why did it sleep? And perhaps most worryingly of all, how had it arrived? Valley. A soul had seen its arrival. It was almost as if the thing had simply materialized in the center of the village. Or, some proposed, it had emerged from the earth itself. But if that were the case, how had the soil, their valuable, rich, rare earth, the source of their plenty and their affluence, birthed such a terrible creature? The villagers wailed for their plight. "We have done nothing to deserve this," they cried. "We should have not have to carry this burden." But there was nothing to be done. The villagers decided to stay in their valley. The creature slept, and the creature breathed. With each breath, its skin rolled, animated the thorny black scales into a roiling obsidian briar. But it did not rouse. It did not move. It did not rain terror from the skies, nor did it consume children by the score. It slept. The people of Envoy to appeal to the miners in the mountain for help. The mountain folk scoffed at the villager in her gold adorned. "Why should we help you?" they asked. "This has come to enact a reckoning." But perhaps we can be convinced. The envoy returned to the village with the miners' demands. They would continue their trade, and perhaps one day the miners would come to their aid. The farmers continued to tend their land. The merchants made their yearly trek up the treacherous trails to collect what little chips of wealth the miners had collected in exchange for the farmers' yield. Year after year, however, there seemed to be a little less. A little less harvest. A little less yellow and blue plastered around in the snowy alcoves carved from unforgiving rock. A little less green in the valley. A little less light. This continued for 20 years, until the day it began to rain. The people of View, or the Trough, watched the clouds roll in not from the south, whence the clouds usually arrived, laden with water from a faraway sea, but from the north, where there was but ice and stone and mountain. The rain draped the valley in a dampness that did not relent, but instead crept into every corner. The mountains themselves seemed to sweat, pour into the valley. The water carried with it a quiet rot. The first harvest after the rains began produced a meager crop, and what little could be gathered was black with mold before the merchants had a chance to trade for their yellow and blue. Their livestock fared no better. The animals began developing weeping sores that became infected and killed with a quick fever. That winter, the people of the trough or view watched one another waste away as they began to starve. The envoy was sent back into the mountains to beg for help once again, but found the mines deserted. The people of you were truly on their own. The next harvest was worse. Every last crop had turned mealy and infested before midsummer. By the end of the season, the last of their livestock were dead. The people of the trough watched one another descend into a state of hungry madness, devouring the rotted woods, sloughing from their homes in slimy heaps, and their fine leather belts that once held yellow and blue, now sprouting sores of black mold. The village and its residents were rotting away. The beast slept. As the rains from the north continued into the third year, the few remaining people in the trough began to prophesy about the beast. It had come, and with it great devastation. They could agree. It had brought the rains from the north, and it had brought a rot to the village that would not relent. Squatting in what little remained of their crumbling homes, they dreamt of the day the beast would be satisfied by their penance, when it would wake and leave their valley and allow them to farm the land. They dreamt of the day that the miners would return, bringing with them their precious bits of wealth. The time will come, they said, when the beast will wake from its slumber and spread its wings, reaching from one end of the valley to the other, and with a beat of those mighty wings it will ascend aloft a squall. And the wind will lift away our rot. The villagers waited for this day to come. A generation came and went, born into the long rotten in the moldy beast would return to its mountain perch. It was perpetual of their sin. The beast slept. Until it did not. The day the beast awoke, the villagers celebrated. They watched it stretch its long, horrible form into shape, hide shuddering as it shook the decades of rain from the thorny scales. They sang to the beast as it stood uncertainly and reared on its haunches, unfolding the scarred leather wings from one end of the valley to the other. The time of the beast's departure had finally arrived. The time had come for the cleansing wind. The beast beat its wings, emitting a tired and ugly groan as it lifted from the sodden earth. With a final sigh, it shot high into the air, sending a great gust of wind through the valley that toppled what dismal dwellings remained haphazardly standing. The valley was wiped clean. The villagers were knocked from their feet by the rush of wind. As they struggled upright, they felt the sun on their skin for the first time. They rejoiced, their pale forms dancing in a pitiful display of frailty. They could return to the ways of their ancestors. They could know plenty. They planted their first crop before the grass had even greened, with a newfound acuity for the hunger pains that plagued them constantly. But the grass did not wax green, and the crops did not grow. The decades of rain from the north had left the earth poisoned. There was no going back. They wept, convinced that they were doomed by their ancestors' actions, that the beast had punished them for some forgotten guilt. Their rot had been lifted in its sterility. The sun shone, but it was upon a new land, a land turned to jagged, unforgiving state, where perhaps bits of yellow and blue could be scavenged if one dug deeply enough to find a petrified leather belt. That's the end. You remembered all that? I don't have it with me to read. I obviously remembered it. Did you like it? Oh my gosh, sorry. I just had to take a water. Drink of water because my throat's like, please take a break for a moment. It's okay. I did. Actually, that was a fucking amazing story. That was sad. I'm fucking down for it. Wow, the weather just got bad. Holy shit. Or has it been getting bad? I got really into the story. I'll bring you a cup. What were you doing at Grandpa's house today? Whoa, don't you want to? No, I think just visiting. But there's no one there to visit. I just wanted to see it. Oh. Why didn't you ask if I wanted to go? We can go together tomorrow. Okay. Did you find anything there? Something for you, actually. What is it? A guitar pick. Why would I want a guitar pick? It's really old. It's cool. I don't think so. We can play together. I don't want to. Oh. Okay. You can keep the guitar pick. I don't want it. I will. Are you crying? I'm just sad. Is it because that Jessie person kicked you out of your house? Jessie plot! Oh my god, guys. Okay, so we were living with Jessie. Who's Jessie? I don't understand. I'm like, this game has made a really good intrigue where like it brings something up and you kind of like leave it and it's like you really want to find it out. Like it really makes you want to find it out. It's so good. The writing in this is top notch. I just want to say I'm really a fan of it. Ben, I don't. Or is it because you had to move back home since you couldn't find a job? Mom and Dad are worried about both those things. They think you're sad because of them. Ben. Okay, Ben, give me the phone. Kelly's crying. I want to know why. I know, honey, but let me talk to her, please. Come here, bud. Help me wind up this radio so we can listen to the weather report. Did I do something? Did I do something wrong, Kelly? Okay. I'm sorry you're sad. Hey. Kelly, are you okay? Not really. No. Ben, he doesn't understand that. He can't. Ben is fine. He looks up to you so much, you know. I know. Where are you? Are you close to home? I can't tell. It got really dark. I can't believe the sirens are still going off. This might be the longest tornado warning we've ever had. They're saying 2 more have touched down in the country. Oh, shit. That's not good, and with it getting dark. Holy shit, she could actually be in, like, the middle of the tornado. Damn, that's not good. Listen, when you get home, we'll all sit down and have a talk. I think we all need it. I like that. You really can't tell where you are? 5 miles out, maybe? Okay, make sure you... What's that noise? Kelly, I'm gonna have to let you go. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, shit, I'm hitting... Oh, no. Mom? Oh, shit, I hit back. Sorry. There, Oh, my God. Holy shit, what if it was... Oh, my fuck, no. Shit! Okay, so she's driving a bit faster. Did we get home? Oh my gosh, did we make it home? Because I think that's the house. Okay. What now? I'm just still holding the drive because I don't... What do I... Shit. Oh fuck. What happened? Like, are we hit by the tornado? I don't know. I don't know what to do right now. I don't know what to press. I'm just holding on the same thing that's been continuing it on. It doesn't... That didn't sound good, and it sounded like we were close. What? Okay, it's getting... Oh shit. The music. No, be sad music! Don't act like our house got taken. We'll all sit down. No! No, fuck you! No, fuck you! You don't get to end it like that. Oh my god, guys, what if they were hit by a tornado? No! And the wind will tear away our rock. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god, no. I know there's an epilogue. Shit. Holy fuck. Wow, that was so fucking good. Oh my god, what a fucking way to end it, you bastards! You fucking bastards! Why would you end it on that? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cruel. I know there's the epilogue, but no. Continue to epilogue? Oh man. I think we're gonna have to. Actually, you know what? I guess I'll call it here. And next time, I'll do the epilogue. And really hope that we're all okay. Cause, oh man, that was... Wow. Oh man, that was wow. Damn. Alright, see you guys next time to see how I guess this really ends.